Hey,
I'm sleepy.
wake up.
I'm sleepy.
Wake up. Wake up.
Not ready for
Get
this.
Folgers in your cup. What's happening, man?
Yay.
Moving on, moving forward. Into the fall we go.
Here we go.
Summer was a whirlwind, wasn't it?
Ready or not. Yeah.
Just gone. Gone.
We're not going gently into that
Into the night.
fall break.
Nope.
It's still rolling.
Nope. Good. Like your hat.
Thank you.
What's up with that?
It's Weedville, Pennsylvania. I got it from a friend of Teddy's up in there. That's where they're from. Actually, a place called Weedville. Interesting that Teddy would know somebody from Weedville. Very interesting. But it's Pennsylvania, and our guest today is from Pennsylvania. Now
He's
living in Pigeon Forge now, but Isaac Cole.
Isaac Cole.
Isaac is our
Yeah,
guest.
man. I haven't seen him since he's in diapers.
Diapers. He was still crapping his pants at 15.
Tell you. Yep. First time I met him was with his sister at the ICMAs when we got to perform.
That's right.
That was over at Conway Tweedy's compound there.
Yeah. When was that? Was that 2016?
I think he was 15 years old, so
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Wow.
2015.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was a good time, yeah.
They won.
They did. We did
Yeah.
not.
We did not.
No.
We just made everybody mad.
I think we did.
We were neither inspirational nor country.
We were.
Actually, we can't help but be country no matter what we do.
No.
It's more of a state of mind
It is.
than a music. Oh, credits. Okay.
I can't help it.
We always do that.
I can't help it. It's just, you got to do it, man. It's just,
Yeah.
it's part of the deal.
It is, man. It is. It's
Just wakes you right up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
that, and people might not know, but that is actually the dudes from Def Leppard
That is, yeah.
actually doing that. Now
Better not tell them.
We're probably going to get busted now, huh?
Probably.
Although I'm sure that
Sorry, Mutt. You don't mind, do you?
I'm sure that they know, but I think somebody, like what they call stems, where they have like a lot of times when they're archiving older stuff. We're gonna pull back the curtain a little bit here, Monty.
Okay.
They will not now. They're converting them to digital form. Like a lot of that stuff was done on the old tape that's falling apart.
The big tape.
Yeah. So they're converting a lot of that to digital. So they'll hire somebody to come in and run it straight off that tape into what they call stems. Like say you'll have like a stereo track, which is a left and right, like you normally listen to, and it'll have like a whole drum kit on it or something already pre-mixed, and then you'll have all your backgrounds or whatever. Like where they're taking like 12 channels or so, 12 tracks, 12 different say vocals, making them down into just a easier to manage, takes up less space, stereo file. They pre-mix all this stuff and they're archiving it, a lot of these people. Well, evidently, don't know how it happened, but I'm thinking it was a disgruntled employee or something, or an intern was doing that. But I know going around Nashville for a while, there was some Def Leppard, there was Marvin Gaye.
Really?
Let's Get It On, and Brother, that was there, and then some Beatles stuff. Ooh. And it was like, I don't know, it just started showing up in studios, and people were just getting it, and I didn't partake. I didn't take any of it. I don't know how those Def Leppard vocals got on our stuff.
They just knew they had to be there.
They just knew.
They knew they had to be there.
But
we like these guys.
Some of that stuff, it was so cool. Like you could hear the magic, like especially on the Marvin Gaye one, where like they had his vocal. You could hear you can hear like, because the studio's real open and everybody cutting at the same time back in the day to get that vibe and get the mojo.
It's probably 2-track live, right?
Oh, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but they had them stemmed out. I think that one was at least four. Although at that time, no, when he was cutting those, yeah, that was full 24. But there was at least those 4 stems. And you could hear him off the microphone in the vocal booth, just like as the song would start, he's about to, just scatting, and it's just magical.
Getting into his mojo,
you can listen to it, and you're like, man, that was the moment when Marvin Gaye sang that, and it was so cool. It was just like, you almost felt naughty for listening to it, because it's like, man, we shouldn't be hearing this stuff.
Shouldn't be hearing that stuff. No,
but it was magical, and to hear. Cool. To hear that, just the dude was just full of music, and the Beatles stuff was cool. Like you can hear them talking back and forth on a lot of stuff, and when it goes down to final mix, all that stuff is muted. Sometimes it's not. You got sometimes if you listen real close in the track, you can hear some of this stuff. But man, like the horn section on one of them, I can't remember what it was. If it was a Stevie Wonder one, but there. You can hear them talk. They're like, yeah, just getting it in the back of the 2, 3, 4, and all this stuff off the. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool, but it's really sad at the same time that's on these stems now. That was just open for.
But they are preserved now. They didn't get lost in that dang fire. Yeah, when was that? Man. Yeah,
that was a sad day.
Yeah, that magic's gone.
Although I heard Steve Earle's stuff made it out.
Steve Earle did? Mm-hmm. Was his was there too?
Apparently.
Wow. I know that.
I may have to fact check myself on that.
Man, I know that there's the lawsuits were coming down, right? I mean,
oh boy. Well, yeah. I mean, you'd think that stuff would be a little more safe and secure in its home, but
yeah.
I mean,
well, just like any mismanagement in any business, I think that half of these...
There is no mismanagement in the music business. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you, I think half of these companies have no clue what they have in their archives. I'm serious.
Probably not, yeah.
Like, I know when I was doing some stuff for another artist, and I was going back and getting original tracks, like, when they said, yeah, we got this stuff here, like, we wanted to add some tracks live. And you go and you see the track sheet and you pull it up. It's like, it's not there. That was really when they started doing, like, artists were doing their vocals at home and they're cutting them over here at the studio, and then bands over here, some people overdubbing. Yeah. And then you look and it's like, nope. Which is interesting because on that Def Leppard stuff, there was no lead vocal. It was Mutt Lang, the producer, scatting. He's just kind of. He was saying there was no, but the backgrounds were already done. Take a bottle and all that kind of stuff. Wow. But yeah, the no lead vocal.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
Wow.
And you wonder about that. It's like, do they even have it? Wonder if dude cut it at his house. They sent it in. Go to archive, and it just doesn't get saved in that same session. When Pro Tools was really coming about, there was a lot of people were still learning it and the importance of file management and where to put stuff. I'm sorry this thing got so nerdy.
It went way around the corner there, didn't it?
Very nerdy.
But it's interesting stuff. Well, at least to us, anyway. I don't know, I think you guys just shut up. Do you have anything meaningful to say?
That's real peek behind the curtain, though.
No,
folks.
that's.
We love our fans. We want them to know everything.
Life in the industry, stuff like that goes on, man.
Yeah.
And,
speaking of industry, old Isaac, he did that American Idol carousel thing there. I'm interested to find out, his experience with that.
I'm trying to remember what season that was. I may have actually seen him and didn't know it.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was pretty faithful on the.
He was just a kid back then too, so.
I was just a kid back then.
That's a pretty good song.
Boy, on a roll.
You're a co-writer on that one.
Yes. Yep.
There you go.
Me and Ricky.
Left field. Oh, I hear the 2-minute warning.
Pizza's ready.
Pizza's ready. We'll be back after this with Isaac Cole.
Isaac.
There's no one else I need but me. My love was locked and you found the key. Girl, you drive me crazy, you do. I'm still tripping and falling for you.
Isaac Cole!
Isaac!
What's
Isaac
up,
Cole
man?
is here. All right.
How are you, man?
I wore my Pennsylvania hat for you. You see?
Yeah, you did.
I don't even know where Weedville is. You know where it's
Neither
at?
do I. I just know it has a funny name.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, I think, and the person, well, no, I'll just end there. I'll just end there.
We're talking about Isaac. This is about Isaac.
I'm from Emlenton.
That's Emlenton, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Mr. Cole. It's great
Oh,
to have
man.
you here. We're so glad you're here.
Yeah, dude, it's great to be back again. I was actually here yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were having some fun yesterday.
Which might be 3 weeks ago when this airs.
I think it's about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. As of today,
the old time travel thing, you know.
We're folding that time.
Marty,
We do that all the time. We just never know.
I'm stuck in 80 something. I don't know. I love that movie.
Yeah. It's good. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about with you,
Okay.
man. We're good. Let's go back to the beginning. How, why, where, when did you decide that you
back
want
to
to do
the
this
beginning.
crazy business?
I guess I've always wanted to do music, even whenever I was like a toddler. Man, I was always doing something musical. I'd be like, crawling around on my hands and knees, and I'd find like some song that I either heard on the radio or a nursery rhyme or something. I'd always be singing something, and I would always try and play my mom's piano, and then I had a little guitar I would always try and play. And whenever I was in kindergarten, I had to draw a picture. So did everybody in the class. I had to draw a picture of what they wanted to be when they grew up. And I grew a cowboy on stage with a guitar, and I remember drawing like a bunch of hands up in the air, like, you know, cheering and stuff like that.
So your path, you're carved pretty early on, huh? I mean, about,
He was
I just-
predestined.
yeah,
I just knew what I liked.
yeah.
I've always known what I liked,
Sure.
really.
Well, and you know what a blessing that was your gift, your gifting as well.
Thanks.
That you know that was something that you liked because
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if your gifting was cooking, you know, and you liked singing, that'd be unfortunate.
My gifting definitely is not cooking. I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not great
Yeah,
at
but
it.
you could be the singing chef. You know?
A singing chef.
Like the Muppet.
Bet.
Not like me. I wish to be a commercial.
That's the
that before your time?
That's the Swedish chef,
No, I know about
not the
that.
singing chef.
He was singing.
He did a little bit of singing.
That's
It's
right.
mainly gibberish.
Yeah. Oh my
Good
gosh.
lord. No, I never really watched it, but I know about it. I never really watched many of those kids shows. I don't know. I never really got into them. I thought a lot of them were stupid. I was a little 4-year-old. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is dumb.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a little town called Emlenton. It's up in Pennsylvania. There's like barely anybody that lives there.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's such a small town. There's one stoplight. That's it.
Was there anybody else, you know, around that mentored your music in the area, or did you
In
have
the area, there was one guy that sticks out in my mind who was a mentor and still is. His name's Vaughn McCommons. I'm actually doing a song that he wrote for the Christmas album that we just recorded yesterday that I'm coming out with this year.
3 weeks ago?
Three weeks ago. Yesterday as of the day of recording this.
Seems like yesterday.
Yes. But he's been a mentor for me basically my entire career. He had a group called One in Spirit that was always doing gospel concerts around the area. And anytime I would ever come to one of his concerts, he would always stop in the middle of the show, take a break, and be like, hey, everybody, there's this kid here, and we're going to have him come up and sing a song. And I'd go up on stage, I'd sing a song, and it was just great that he would always share his stage with me. No matter where we were, what he was doing, he would always share his stage and give me advice and experience, and he always helped with anything he possibly could help with.
Very cool.
So I think he was like my first mentor, because he knew me. Let me just put it this way: he's known me longer than I've known him.
Sure.
You know, because I mean, I was an infant,
That's so
and he
cool.
knew me.
You know, like we've discussed this often, but that is a recurring theme amongst all of our guests and stuff is like, it's a team sport, man. I mean, there's people involved.
Is.
I mean, there's parents that are, behind you. They either are your parents, are they musical at all, or just real supportive and stuff? Because I know your sister sings too.
They're not really. My mom can play piano. My sister, she can sing, and she played piano for a few years, but never really got into it too much. But my sister's since gotten married and quit traveling around and singing with me. She's just kind of been enjoying being married and life,
It's a wonderful
she's still back up
institution.
home. Institution.
Marriage is a wonderful institution. We,
Oh, my.
even though we're not anymore, we're very pro marriage around here.
Yeah. That sounded sarcastic.
No. That's from the core. So
Okay.
you and your sister did a song that is an award-winning song on the first album that we did.
Yeah.
Which
was
called
Where He Needs Her.
I'm Your Huckleberry.
That was the name of the album. The
yeah.
song was Where He Needs Her. That was about our grandma. And kind of just a song about how to deal with loss, and it was meant to be a very meaningful song in that aspect. And we've had people all over the place we've played that song come up and tell us, man, this song's helped me through this, the song's helped me through that, and it was a great thing. And I'm really glad that I was able to do that with my sister before she ended up getting married and not having time for her little brother anymore.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's important. They got. But now that that won the award for best single. At the
It was like
Country Music Awards?
vocal duo performance of the year or something like that, or vocal duo song, something like that. It was something.
When was that? Was that 2016?
Yes. Yeah.
Because we saw y'all do it.
Didn't you perform that at the IC?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
they killed it.
We got to
killed it,
perform that literally on stage for
I was
the
so
award
proud
show
of you
itself.
guys, man.
I was like,
my heart was
yes!
swelling. It's like that was good. It's good stuff. You guys just nailed it. Real proud of you.
thanks.
Excuse me. So, and that's on the album "I'm Your Huckleberry," which is available
Basically anywhere, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, my website.
all the normal, all the.
Yeah, basically
Okay.
your favorite music provider. It's probably there.
It's a great record, but your voice has changed since then.
I was 15 and I'm 19 now, so I would really hope that my voice has changed since then. If not, then I've got a
Right.
problem.
No, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed working on that. Like I told you when we cut your new Christmas stuff, which we'll be talking about later. That you always come so prepared. Your pre-production is second to none. I mean, you know your tunes inside and out, and it just goes like that. So
Thanks.
It's a real
I was
pleasure.
actually really worried this time that I didn't know the songs well enough because I've been working a job, actually. I have a job now.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
hilarious.
a good job, man.
It is. It's a good job. I get to do nothing but play music all day.
You get paid to pick, man.
I do. I get paid to just stand there and play my guitar, my banjo, and my harmonica, and whatever else they ask me to play, I guess. But
Where at?
I'm at Dollywood. So Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. I bought a camper, moved into that. I make a joke with my friends. There's a TV show that my friends back home are obsessed with. It's like Trailer Park Boys or something
Trailer
like that.
Park Boys, yeah.
My friends back home are obsessed with that show, and they always joke around with me that I'm part of the Trailer Park Boys now because I live in a camper at an RV park.
And you explained to him that an RV park is different from a trailer park.
Yeah,
right?
but
I mean, it's
still, we joke about it. It's still funny.
I mean, not that one's better than the other, or there's any kind of class going on.
No.
But it's still funny to say.
It is still funny to say. Just because of the TV show. Literally, the only reason we joke about it is because of the TV show itself.
Sure.
And they are obsessed with it. I don't watch it, but they are obsessed with
So
it.
don't you think it's a crazy phenomenon that tornadoes always find trailer parks?
I'm just hoping it doesn't find mine.
It's crazy though. It's like you'll
I
see.
paid a lot of money for
they'll
that
go out of their
camper.
way to hit them.
I paid a lot of money for that camper. I hope they don't find mine.
No.
I feel like I'm pretty
Not
protected
Jennifer's.
though, because I'm literally right in the Smoky Mountains.
Sure.
And if you walk out my front door, you see mountain,
Very
mountain,
cool.
mountain, huge hill, mountain.
Very
It's
cool.
like, I think I'm safe.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to be back after this break with more of Isaac Colt. We're going to talk about the American Idol experience.
Oh, now we're reaching back.
There we go.
Way,
Right after
way
this.
back.
Well, not that far back, but you know.
If only you just say you'll come.
Like I love to be one way or the other. I want somebody, please tell me what the bluest skies in Texas are haunting me tonight. Like the stars that fill the midnight sky, her memory fills my mind. And she doesn't think that I can hear her. She tries.
We're back. It's Isaac. It's Isaac Cole.
What's up?
It's Isaac Cole in the house on the couch.
Yes.
Brave soul. Thanks for coming.
Singer, picker, the full. He's got the complete package right here, people.
What's that? Is that for
This?
dinner for later?
Oh, no, it's just,
Keep that with you.
it's just let everybody know that I love fishing.
I got you. Okay.
It's the mark of a redneck.
Yeah, that's right. So, Isaac, American Idol. Everybody wants to know what it was like. Tell us, from walking in, from your first audition to when you unceremoniously got booted off.
Unceremoniously.
Travesty. It was a travesty.
Oh my, it was so fun. Oh my gosh, was it awesome. So I was like 15 and I was just running around. Mom was there with me because, when you're underage, you have to have a parent with you. So I was just running around, having an absolute blast, and I could barely contain the excitement. Frankly, I had no idea what I was doing, but I was just going along with it, man. I was just going along with it, going with the feel, and it was like one of the greatest experiences I can think of in my past. I mean, it was just an irreplaceable experience. So I have to say, auditioning was crazy because we went out to Philadelphia, and you never know what to expect when you go into a room of thousands of other people who want the exact same thing you want. You never know what to expect. So I went in there not knowing if I was gonna get a yes, not knowing if I was gonna get a no. I didn't know what was happening. I just went in there and tried my best. And whenever I got the yes from the judges, went on to the next round, which was there was a few rounds of producers first. So I went into this little arena.
How many producers did you sing in front of each time?
2 sets of, I think, 4.
Okay.
And the first round was just there was like 12,000 people or something like that in this room. It seemed like, there was a stadium. There was a stadium in Philadelphia, and there was like so many seats just filled with people. And they finally call your number, then you go out and you perform, and you get called into another. If you get through that, then you get called into a room. I had already bypassed this one thing. So there's a thing called open call where people just walk in the door, and they have a bunch of booths with one judge in the middle of the floor. And you have to walk up to that, perform, and then if you make it through that, then you have to go back, sit down, wait for your number to get called again. I had bypassed the first part because one of the producers had seen my stuff and was like, "Hey, why don't you come and audition for us? We'll bypass the first section for you, and you just go into the second section." That was, because they noticed me and they were like, "Hey,
Sure.
here's this thing."
So that guy's job was done already.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had already made it past that without even doing it.
Very cool.
But for a lot of the people, they had to do that. But I was sitting there in just this room of tons of people, and it's intimidating because you hear people down there and they're just belting out stuff, and you're like, dang, like that was good, and you hear people that are like louder than everyone else. Like I said, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
So then they call you into this room with like 3 or 4 judges just sitting there looking at you. These guys are calloused. They've been listening to people sing all day. So they don't know you. They couldn't care less about you. You've got to impress these people.
How long do you have to do that? I mean,
a verse and a chorus of a song.
Yeah.
That's it.
it's just like that.
Like a verse and a chorus of a song, and it's like if you haven't impressed them in that amount of time, it's either if they see a glimmer of something in you, they'll say, "Do you have a different song?" Or if you're not what they're looking for, and it's not that you sucked. Mm-hmm. It's like if you're not what they're looking for, they have a specific dynamic.
Sure.
So like if you go in there and you did a really good job, you could still get a no. If you did perfect, you could still get a no because you might not be the dynamic that they're looking for. That's the scariest part.
Right.
It's just not about being awesome or being terrible. It's just you do your best, and if you're not part of their demographic that they're looking for that season, that's you can't do anything about it.
Sure.
So I went in there, I did the best that I could do. I sang my song, played the crap out of my guitar, and they said, "Okay, giving you this ticket, go on to the next."
And you were 15 at the time.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I was just sucking it all up. So I got my first ticket that was past the judges on the first round, and then had to wait another few hours, and that was probably the hardest part of the entire thing, was waiting all the time.
Yeah.
Because it was like the whole way through lunch and into like 3 or 4 o'clock, and I hadn't eaten lunch yet, and I'm like, regardless, waited forever, was hungry, just didn't eat anything. I was tired of just waiting around. That was the hardest part. So then went into the second round, and that's the harder one to get through. And there's 4 more producers that have been in there, and they've been in there sitting for even longer than the ones previous. And they want to go home. They're just doing their jobs, So like I said, you've got to impress these people.
So they're funneling thousands.
Oh yes,
Thousands of people.
there has been thousands of people that have gone through their rooms, and it's insane.
So now, and at this step, how far are you from the celebrity judges at this point?
At this point, I am 1 round away. Okay. So if I get through these judges, then I'll be in with the celebrity judges.
Okay.
So I'm
you've if you didn't have the out, you'd have had to sing in front of 3 other groups of judges. Before
I only had
you
to
get
do.
to them. Okay.
I only had to do 3 groups of judges in total. The first round of producers, the second round of producers, and the celebrity judges.
But generally, you're at least 4. If you
walked in the door, you'd have
Okay.
to do 4 rounds, because you would have had to do the walk-in producers, then the ticket producers, then the gold ticket producers, then the celebrity judges.
Okay.
But none of those ones are televised except for the celebrity judges.
Okay, so now here you are in front of the celebrity judges. Who are they?
That was Keith Urban, Jennifer Lopez, and Harry Connick Jr. If I may just rewind a tiny bit, though, after that final round of producers, after I made it through that, we had to wait 2 weeks.
Okay.
So they sent us back home and said 2 weeks, come back to this building, here's the address, and then,
A different building.
Yeah, different
Okay.
building. Still in the same city, but different building.
But they've got it set up as the movie studio,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's the TV show.
Yeah, the TV studio, everything was all cameras and sets and everything like that. It was cool to see behind everything. What
You
was
didn't like
going
Keith
on,
Urban
you know?
at
This
all
is still
then, did you?
This is still pre-Hollywood.
Yes,
Right.
very much so. So I was in Philadelphia, and I came back for the celebrity round, and there was still a lot of people there. Like, holy crap!
So even the celebrities are sitting through a boatload of
Oh
folks.
yeah, insane amount, hundreds. I mean, there's a lot of people there, and it was cool. As soon as I got there, there's cameras in my face. You're talking to the cameras, trying to do interviews and stuff like that. They were pulling me aside.
The worst thing for a singer
No, it was awesome.
to talk. No,
It
no,
was
I mean
awesome.
to talk is bad for your voice. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Maybe not at 15, but
no, not really at 15. It wasn't bad. But I was eating it up, man. There was cameras talking to me left and right. They're like, asking me all these cool questions, and I mean, I was loving it, man.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, "Is this place McDonald's?" Because I'm loving it. No, cheesy dad jokes, man. But literally, so awesome. So I finally get called into there after waiting for what seemed like a year, and there was this little room thing that you have to go in beforehand. And you're sitting there waiting in this room, and there's cameras up in the corners, and there's a mirror, and I'm sitting there in the mirror, and I had like the Justin Bieber sweep haircut. Right. It was like really ridiculous. I don't know why I had that haircut, but I thought the girls liked it, but they really didn't. They thought I looked stupid.
The things we do.
The things we do.
Because we think the chicks dig it.
Let's like that stuff on your chin now that you think the girls like too.
I mean, hey, I've had a bunch of them tell me they liked it. They'll probably change their mind in a year, and then I'll just have to change it again.
Yeah, but it's coming strong.
Yeah, it is. It is strong. So wait.
No, I'm just having fun with this. I've never had that happen.
Let's
before,
stop you before we get
back on track.
Well, no, we got to stop here. We got to take a quick break.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. But when we come
I was
back,
getting into it.
Now when we come back, you're there in this room, and Keith Urban, Harry Connick, and J Lo just
like
on the other side.
Just on the other side of the door. Yeah.
When we come back,
yeah, we want to hear all about that.
You're my one temptation, the one I can't refuse. My one and only weakness is you. If you ever tell me that I have to give you up, it's just gonna kill me, 'cause I can't live without your love.
We're back.
Woohoo! Oh man.
Country Bieber.
Country Bieber. Let's hear about Country Bieber. So now, wait.
Flick it again.
Here we are.
Flick it again.
We're one step.
I love that.
That's right. We're one step away. We're one step away from J Lo. One step away from J Lo. That's not bad. And the other two dudes.
Who can say
whoever
that?
are they?
How many people got one step away from J Lo?
Okay.
I was more excited. Like, I think I was the most excited to meet Keith Urban.
Well, he's beautiful.
He's
He's a beautiful man. So wait,
Has nothing to do with this guitar.
you're going up the escalator.
That's what I wanted to say. I was trying to
Leave it
say
to
he's
him
a
to go
guitar idol, but like, whatever, man.
Okay, we're in that room.
All right. Well, actually, you was talking about the hair thing. If you want to know a funny joke, there's right before I walked into the room there was this little box thing I was just talking about where there's a mirror. I didn't know that they had a camera sitting right up there in the corner watching me.
Always.
And I'm sitting there trying to fix my hair, make sure it's perfect. And I was like flicking it and like getting it nice and good
I remember
and everything
them doing
like that.
I
And was
remember you
like,
doing that.
I was looking in the mirror and I just finished doing my hair like that, and I paused, I caught a glimpse of like a flashing light, and I went,
Busted.
And then go flick it again.
and I was like, no. So then finally the green light turned on. That's my cue to open the door and walk in. Okay. So I'm walking in the door, and Keith Urban's just like, he's there. He's standing up. He's the first one I saw because he was standing. And I was like, I'm fixing to walk into a room with Keith Urban, Jennifer Lopez, and Harry Connick Jr. This is awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people was asking me, like, were you nervous? Were you this and that? I'm like, no, I wasn't nervous at all. I was excited.
I
was like, I'm going to meet Keith Urban and Jennifer Lopez and Harry Connick Jr. Like,
Major stars. Big stars.
Like, who wouldn't be excited about that? Yeah. You know, and it was funny. Before I even went into the room or anything like that, like a few hours, hours beforehand, I was going down an escalator, and here they come up the escalator. We literally passed right by each other. I could have reached out and given them a high five or something like that. And as we were going past each other, I was looking at my phone. I just looked up. I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?" And they looked and saw my contestant number, and they're like, "I'll see you in there." And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, that wasn't intimidating or anything.
Oh, man.
But
What an experience.
oh yeah,
Very
went
cool.
in there,
Very cool.
sang my song, made Jennifer Lopez cry. That was pretty cool.
What song did you sing?
I sang "Love Like Crazy" by Lee Brice, and there was another one that I sang. I forget the artist name. It was She Calls Me Raymond.
Brett Eldridge.
Brett Eldridge. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett Eldridge.
That's
Raymond.
his first hit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I sang that one too. Both of those songs made Jennifer Lopez cry. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt accomplished. I was like, yes. But
It was the good cry, right?
Yes,
Like, wow,
yes.
this is
Yes, it
great
was.
cry. Not
And-
like, oh, I wish you'd stop crying.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
and Keith Urban, he was pleased. You know, that was cool. Thing that was funny is I kind of sing with a little bit more of a southern type twang to my voice, and then it just kind of comes out whenever I'm singing. I don't know if I talk with anything of one or if whatever the situation is. Whenever I sing, sometimes it just kind of comes out.
And you're not even from Southern Pennsylvania.
No, I'm not. I just grew up listening to nothing but country music,
Right.
so that's all I ever heard.
That'll do it.
So it just kind of implanted that in my head, and it was just there. And Harry Connick Jr., he said something about, you know, since I'm not from the southern United States, I shouldn't sing with a southern accent. And Keith Urban, being from Australia, sings country music, but doesn't sing with an Australian accent.
Right.
So Keith Urban looks over and he goes, "What about me?"
Yeah.
with his accent. I can't replicate
yeah.
that. He's like, "What about me?" or something like that,
Yeah,
you know.
right.
And it kind of stood up for me, I guess, in a sense. It was kind of cool. I remember that stuck out in my brain.
Yeah. Well, it's rooted in the genre, you know, to have that. Just like if you're going to do rap or hip hop, you wouldn't speak, you know, in perfect English either. You know, you would have a
No.
little bit of the street in there, you know. It's
Yeah.
just- and so if you're going to do country music, you're going to have a little bit of twang in there. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
No matter where you're from.
But it was cool that Keith Urban said what he said.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And afterwards, you know, after I got my yeses, I thought Harry was going to say no. I really did, but then he said yes, and it surprised me. I was kind of thinking Keith was going to say no too, just by the way he was talking. But I was pretty sure I had J-Lo. But I got 3 yeses.
All 3.
I got 3 yeses, and I was like,
He said,
I'm going to Hollywood.
I was like, heck yeah, let's go. So then I went, got my ticket, and I had Keith Urban actually sign my guitar case. The only bad part about that was I had a silver marker. My case was dark. I had a silver marker. And whenever I asked for him to sign my case, the producers were like, not the producers, the film crew were like on their little walkie-talkies going like, get the guitar case, quick, run, you know. Because they're on a time schedule, you know. They
Right.
were running. Well, in the process of them hurrying, they dropped my silver marker, and Keith had to sign it in a black marker, and you can barely
So you can't see it.
you can barely
yeah.
see it. It's there in the right lighting, but you can barely see it,
Yeah.
and it's like,
So needless to say, that case is put away and never sees the light of day, right? It doesn't go to gigs.
and it's,
I've got, like, a
it's
ton of
always
other-
in the right light where you
In
can
the
see
right
it,
light.
too, no
I've
matter
got
where you
a
are.
ton of signatures on that case too.
Awesome.
A ton from a bunch of other people, but I saved Keith Urban's spot right there on the top of the case. You know, hopefully I'll see him again some other time and just be like, hey bro, you remember that? Can you like fill that in
Yeah,
with the silver
yeah.
one? Because
Yeah.
like it really.
You'll see him again.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you will. Yeah.
I just feel like, hey,
When
If
he's on
you're
his way
hearing
down
this-
and you're on your way up, you'll pass on that escalator.
Passing the
again.
escalator.
yeah, I'll just be like, hey bro, can you just like fill that in for me real quick? Alright. If you're seeing this, hit me up. It didn't work.
I know he's tuning in.
It didn't work, man. But
So you're off
made it
to
through
Hollywood.
that. Yeah, made
Off
it
to
through
Hollywood.
that, and it was like, I forget how long the wait was till Hollywood. I think it was like a month or 2 that we had to wait until I
And
went
you,
off to Hollywood.
you can't say anything, right? Because the shows haven't aired yet, correct? Is that
No,
how it
I
works?
couldn't say a thing.
Yeah.
So I had like
You
a
can't hit your
a
socials.
three.
or
I had like a
nothing?
3-week wait before I went out to Hollywood, and whenever you're 15, oh wait, 3 months. It was 3 months. My bad.
Wow.
My bad. 3 months was the wait. So that was
That's
a good while.
excruciating.
Because
it was just
they still had to
whenever
travel
I was
around
15,
to all the other places.
I was 15 years old. They still had to travel around to the other places and stuff. And like I said, I was 15. It was summertime, and I just went out and enjoyed my summer with my buddies, rode four-wheelers, did stupid teenager stuff, and then went out and did the Hollywood stuff, And it worked out really, really great for me, honestly.
It's a good thing you didn't wipe out and hurt yourself doing stupid teenager stuff, right?
By the grace of God.
That would have been a problem.
By the grace of God.
We don't think about those.
It would have been a good story, though.
It would have been great.
By the grace of God is all I have to say, man.
Playing guitar with his elbow because his hands
Hey,
on
man, what happened to you?
Yeah, it's really...
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got to do the TV thing. I mean, the actual.
So went out
the
to
big shows.
Hollywood. That was incredible. I mean, the plane ride over there was really long, but as soon as I stepped off the plane, there was literally cameras, like, right there.
Really?
Oh, yeah. As soon as I stepped off the plane, it was like they had a little secret sign that told you to look out for. It was like somebody's name that wasn't even our name. They couldn't say American Idol contestants this way, or else people would be, like, swarming them. But,
Sure.
and there would be leaks everywhere online.
Right.
They've got to be secretive about it.
Yeah.
But there were cameras, and there was a sign that said whatever name this way, and that's what we had to follow. We followed that. As soon as we rounded the corner, boom, there's cameras right in my face. Hey, how was your flight? This was this and that. Microphones. I'm like, well, this was a shocker. I'd never experienced anything like that before in my life. And they're just they're right on my face. And there was a bunch of people around that had no idea what was happening, too. Like, there were the cameras and so how was your flight? How do you expect this to happen? Tell me this and that and all, basic interview type stuff.
They're getting their stories.
There was people all around, like a crowd of like maybe 50 people or more that was just standing around in the airport baggage claim with their phones out, just recording us because like they had no idea. They just thought that there was big TV cameras on us, so they wanted a little piece of the action too. Yeah. I don't know, but it was cool. There was people recording me on their cell phones. There was big cameras in my face doing interviews. I was like, this is awesome.
More when we come back.
Yes. Jeez. Oh, hey. I was supposed to do something. I should have had a bulletproof energy drink. I'd be wide awake and ready to tell you all about bulletproof energy drinks. These guys right here, not only will it pick you up, get you popping, but they give 5 cents of every can to support our American military veterans. So, I mean, that's a win-win all the way around. Bulletproof energy drinks. Get you some. We're back.
Mid-story.
Yeah.
Continue.
Mid-story. We made it through that, and went to the hotel. By the way, they paid for literally like everything.
Sure.
They paid for the flight, paid for like a sick hotel room. Like
It was a fairly successful show.
It was a sick hotel room. Yeah. It was huge. It had a pool on the roof. Like, it was awesome. So I felt like I was in some sort of luxury bachelor dating show or something like that. It
you
was
just
awesome.
checked off all their boxes for them, man. When they were looking for that, there's the country boy looks like Justin Bieber, sings great, perfect. It's him.
Things by accident.
And I was like,
That's
I was
awesome.
on my phone, just like, "What's up? I'm in Hollywood, guys. Look at how cool I am right now." No, a little 15-year-old me. I was like living it up.
Yeah.
I was living.
Absolutely. As you should.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
What an
living.
experience.
And man, it was awesome, but it was hard work too. It was hard work. You had to get up early. You had to be there on time, literally on time. Early was on time. 15 minutes to half an hour early was on time for them. You know.
That didn't stick.
And
Yeah, no. I kind of went by the wayside, but go ahead, continue.
hope you guys caught what he said, because that was funny. That was funny. I I'm not gonna talk to you no more.
I'm just here to stare at you.
I'm kidding. So so yeah, and it was awesome, man. Waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning most days and getting down there, getting to work with the cameras and getting to work on practicing songs and getting ready for what's happening. Mm-hmm. Honestly, there's way too much to say in one little segment of what happened from then on, but we did Hollywood Week, made it the whole way through that, and
how many performances did you do in that week?
Like, I think it was like there was lines of 10. There was another thing, the group round. Then there was another one after that. The solo round. Oh wait, that was the whole Hollywood week.
Ask the audience portion on this.
I like it. I like it.
There was a whole Hollywood
Audience
week.
help?
That was it. So there's 3 for Hollywood week. Then I did 2 more after that, and I guess I was. Or 2 or 1 more. I'm losing track of things. Okay. Good lord. I've got.
That's how they designed that week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all running
designed
together.
it.
At
Destroy
least
you, basically.
we'll say at least 6. Is that safe?
5, I'd say.
Okay.
Maybe something like that. But there was a lot of performances we were doing. It was really fun. Loved it. But one of the performances, I think it was a solo round, I believe. I was on stage playing Josh Turner's song, You're a Man. You know,
Man. Maybe lock the doors and turn them, right?
Yeah, but I didn't do it that way. I did
yeah.
it completely different. Completely different rendition. And I was playing my guitar, and all of a sudden I hear the just complete awful noise coming through the sound system. It just sounded like this. Basically, just take a guitar and just jam your fingers on it in random locations and bash the strings. It sounded like that coming through the sound system, louder than the band, louder than me, louder than my guitar. And Keith Urban was like, he thought it was me.
What was it?
Someone backstage. Okay, I think it was a test. Honestly, I really do. I think it was a test because they do nothing but test you on those shows because they got to. They got to test your skills, see how you would react in a hot situation on live TV if something was to happen.
Yeah.
So I think the sound guy forgot to mute this guy's wireless guitar pack backstage, and he was back there practicing.
Sure. Well, Keith would know. He would know that wasn't coming from your instrument.
I don't know, man. I mean he went like and just buried his face in his hands.
That's Hollywood there for you.
Well, he could have been acting. He could have been acting, I guess. Yeah, I actually never thought about that until now. They could have been acting.
It's part of the deal.
They could have been acting. So then I see that and I'm like, oh crap, he thinks it's me. Yeah. So I stopped playing guitar, literally muted my strings and grabbed the microphone and continued singing. So I'm thinking about all these things while singing and trying to perform good. So then he looks up, taps J-Lo, goes, look at that. And then she smacks Harry. He looks up, and they're like, okay, he's not playing that. Yeah. And then they told you not to stop unless like the stage was on fire.
Sure.
Like you do not stop singing. Well, Harry Connick stood up and he yells in the microphone, "Cut! Cut!" I mean, he's like, cut, but screams it. You know,
Right. Was this live?
I was singing. No, it wasn't live. It was recorded. Right. It was all recorded. Yeah. So I stopped singing. I look at the band. I'm like, "You guys stop!" And they're like, "No, keep singing." I'm like, I pointed at Harry Connick, and as soon as they looked at Harry Connick, he's up there going, "Guys, stop!" and waving his arms. It was like the sound just went boom, down, silent, and you hear Harry. You know, he had a little bit of a mouth on him whenever he said it, but I'll say the PG version of what he said. He goes, "What the heck was that?"
Yeah,
Use your imagination.
Sure.
And I started laughing. I was on stage. I started laughing. I was like, I have no idea. I said, I was just playing and I heard this and whatever, and told him basically the same thing I just told you guys. And Keith Urban starts laughing. J-Lo starts laughing. And they looked at me and they said, how you just handled that right there. They said, that was professional. They said, you kept going. You paid no attention to it, made it obvious that you were not playing that so people wouldn't be disgusted with you, and you kept singing. Didn't even look like you were bothered by it. And I was like, oh, I noticed all right. But right. They said, they looked at me and they were very impressed. Well, cool. They said that. Like, Harry was very, very, very adamant about it. He said, that was professional. And I'm like,
good, yeah.
Yes!
That's right.
Yes!
That's right.
And I got to completely redo the whole thing. Like, they cut cameras, restarted it all. I did the whole thing again.
So did that make the final airing? I mean,
no, actually they never showed that.
I'd see that.
They never showed it.
Yeah.
Nope. Never showed it.
But
and I mean, it was the round after that I got voted off.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm. But it was regardless. Like,
who
I had
won
a great
that
time.
season?
That was Trent Harmon.
Yeah, where's Trent?
Trent Harmon.
He's doing good. He's doing some stuff. He's got some songs out on the radio.
Yeah. Okay, he won that.
Yeah. He's doing pretty good. He's doing some country stuff.
We need more of you. We need more of you. We're going to take a break, but we still got Isaac on the hot seat here.
Well, it's always thirsty weather, wherever or whenever. Neither rain or ice or dark or nice is gonna keep us from our rain. When it's hot, we need a cold one. When it's cold, we want a warm up. Yeah, Mother Nature is always in our favor. And right now it's thirsty weather. It's always.
We're closing out American Idol.
Yes.
Close it out for us. What happened?
The next round after that crazy, guitar incident thing happened, that was whenever I got voted off. And, I wasn't upset. I had a good run, had a lot of fun with it.
Sure.
And it softened the blow a little bit whenever Jennifer Lopez shed tears when she told me that I wasn't making it any further. And then I got a hug, so that was okay.
Yeah. You hugged J-Lo.
She hugged me.
Wow.
She was like,
did you hug back?
She's like, it's okay, I'll give you a hug. And I was like, okay, I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger.
No.
I gave them all a hug, it was cool. Keith Urban gave one of them bro hugs,
Yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah. And the 3 taps. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah. That's basically what it was. It was a bro tap. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, very cool, man. That's quite an experience. Not many people get to experience.
Yeah, and
like
I've made good friends from being on the show too, like Amelia Eisenhower, Tristan McIntosh, just two of the best friends I've made from that show.
Very cool.
And I still hang out with them whenever I get the chance to. They live right around here in the Nashville area.
You know what, too? I've been trying to get to Tristan.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, in a way that, because, her stuff is good and stuff, but, she needs a good producer. It's lacking on that side. They need more vision around her stuff.
I'll tell her about you. I feel like y'all would work well together.
Well, you just got to show her your new project, which is the segue here.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey, check this
Smooth.
out.
Yeah. That's right. Just in time for the holidays.
Just slip it under the door.
Isaac has got a gift for all the Isaac Cole fans.
I do.
The gift of music.
For a small price. Because I don't need to go broke.
Let me tell you what, though, folks. This is good Christmas stuff.
Thanks, man.
It's real fresh. It's not the same old,
It's all original.
All original.
So I've got six Christmas songs on an EP for you guys. Just recorded them the other day. Right here, actually, in this room, with this guy right here, and
at sprawling Whites Creek CCB campus.
That's right.
It was fun. It was a great time.
It's a blast.
I always have a good time whenever I'm recording with this guy.
Killed it.
Excuse me. So we had the really good time yesterday recording. Had
3 weeks ago.
What he said. 6 songs, all original. So I've written 5 of those songs with friends of mine, and their names will be on the album. And
don't tell me Corey Lee Barker's in there. Is Corey in the pile?
Quite a few times. Quite a few times.
No, we already talked about that.
Quite a few times.
Captain Christmas, man.
Captain
He's Captain Christmas.
It's Christmas. Corey is there.
Once the words original and Christmas songs go together, Corey Lee Barker is not far behind.
Captain Christmas Corey.
Captain Christmas Corey. Yeah.
But literally, it was awesome. So the one song on there was written by, you remember me telling you about Vaughn McCommons?
Yes.
He's the guy who was, a mentor of mine throughout life. And speaking of mentors, I can't leave this one guy's name out. Tommy Brandt, you know him.
Oh, yeah.
He was the guy who really launched me even further.
He needs a producer, too.
And yeah, he launched me even further. He produced my, or wait, no, I thought you said he is a producer.
No, he needs one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said he is one. I was like, oh, you're going to get me in trouble, man.
Sorry.
So, Tommy Brandt, he was the guy who produced my first album. Yeah. And he's helped me out insanely.
Good dude.
Insanely good dude. He helped me out with my performance, I'm losing my words here. I'm getting my merds mixed up here. My stage performance, he's helped me out with that, mentored me on my music, guitar playing, basically everything. And he took me that step further and really just gave me that boost I needed. And it's kind of funny that I say boost because he's like 6'4". Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right.
But
none taken.
But that was that. So back to what we were just talking about before. I couldn't leave out Tommy's name.
No. Get to.
But yeah, Vaughn McCommons. The one song on the album was a song that he wrote.
Which one was that?
That one's called "The Christmas."
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
that's cool.
Whenever I was doing this album, I was looking at all the songs I had, and I'm like, dang. None of these songs really mention the true meaning of Christmas.
Right.
So I had to either write a song or find a song that really mentioned the true meaning of Christmas, mm-hmm. which is the birth of Jesus. Mm-hmm. And that song mentions it a lot. It talks about it, and it basically just sheds the light on the meaning of Christmas.
And your version
is Jesus.
Is way, way better than the original one. Way better. It's not even close. Just wait. Just wait till people hear this. What do you have? You gotta own it, man. That's great.
Vaughn sang the original version, and it's amazing. It's really Don't step on Vaughn's stuff or you're going to get me in trouble again, man. I'm stepping on eggshells now. No. I can't agree with you and I can't disagree with you.
But Vaughn will agree with me. When he hears it, he'll say, wow, that's way better than my version.
This one's up to you guys to talk about. I'm on the spot now because I can't, like I said, I can't agree with you and I can't disagree with you because if I disagree with you, I'm dissing my stuff. If I agree with you, I'm dissing his stuff.
Just say Sweden.
Huh?
Just say Sweden or Switzerland or whoever's neutral.
Watermelon.
Watermelon's always good. It's a great country. The singing Swedish chef. I don't think singing has ever been in there. It's just the Swedish chef.
It doesn't have to be in there.
He was doing that earlier, and we were all dying.
Morph. I remember him doing that.
They were doing this earlier, and we were literally losing it. I was like...
This is the callback.
I was about ready to hyperventilate.
No, but when is the Christmas album going to be out? When do you guys think about putting it out?
Sometime around Thanksgiving.
Perfect.
Haven't gotten an exact date out or anything yet because I can barely even figure out what I'm going to have for dinner every day.
Just imagine carving the turkey, getting that cranberry sauce as the music of Isaac Cole wafts throughout your house.
The way I picture it is the day after Thanksgiving for our family, we always get together and decorate the house.
Is that going to happen this year? You're down here in Pigeon Forge.
They're gonna come on down to you.
There's going to be a different
Pad.
take on things. They're going to be coming down to my house
There
because
you go.
I don't get enough time off of work to go up home. So they're going to come down and visit me, which is going to be
So
really
the
nice.
bachelor pad's going to turn into
Christmas in Pigeon Forge.
family
Christmas
Hollywood,
in
you know,
Pigeon
that's not a bad
Forge,
deal.
huh?
No,
With
it's
the
not.
music of Isaac Cole in the air.
So like
Wafty.
usually what we've always
Wafting.
done is we've decorated the house the day after Thanksgiving and listened to Christmas music. So I hope for everybody out there that you guys. Oh, there's the
it.
there's the
Christmas
timer.
done.
Isaac, we have loved having
Oh.
you here, brother.
man.
Yes,
Absolute
great
pleasure.
times. Great times. He's Monty.
Hey, that's Kimo.
We have a podcast.
We do.
It's a Web of Podcast episode.
Yes.
Web of
Several.
Go to our YouTube, please, and subscribe. And then you ring the bell. What does that do when you ring the bell?
That means you get notifications. That way you'll never miss a second of this outstanding quality entertainment that we bring you. That we work so hard to do every week.
We've had great guests.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been awesome.
We've been awesome.
We've saved the shows. But our guests have been pretty weak, that's true.
We've
But
even had Blaylock.
We've had Blaylock, yes. Some great performances, live performances, no tuning, no nothing.
Oh
This-
my gosh.
This is people sitting on microphones singing and kicking butt.
There's no smoke and mirrors. I mean, it's raw and it's great.
That is the Cash Creek Club web series podcast, or as we call the Web and Podcast episode.
Right. That's right. On YouTube. Get there. Sign up. Subscribe. Join us. It's just a good time.
Let me tell you something.
All right.
You know, you remember when we the RT one that we did?
Yes.
I said Trump in it one time.
You did?
Yeah, about how delegated it was. Neither pro, it was nor negative. I mean, it was just his name. And then the other day, when I was on YouTube, and I clicked on that, you know, where they give you the suggested ones, there was this whole line of Trump stuff, both sides. And I said that one name, because it was about RT. The whole thing was about RT.
And that just
Yeah,
automatically
the whole suggested
took it right
thing.
on over
it
to
had
the.
MSNBC, then it had Fox, then it had all of this, you know, and it was Trump is the greatest. This is all the times Trump lied, and it was like a total collage of all of that in the suggesteds. It's like, what in the world? It's like everything's hypersensitive for that name. Why? Yeah, I don't know. They'll say it's the algorithms.
Oh, whatever.
But if you think about it, say you're an artificial intelligence, and you're sitting there, and you're scanning all media, and you're scanning all that stuff. That's all you're going to get,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So all of a sudden that keyword comes in there.
Yep.
It goes, oh, there's that word I've been waiting to hear. Trigger! And it fills the whole lineup with nothing but Trump.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's amazing.
It is. It's scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
And we're not either pro or negative or nothing. That's just scary, the technology and what it's doing.
Right, and you've got, you know, no matter which side of the coin you're on. I know we're supposed to subdue the earth, you know, we're supposed to, but this is beyond that. You know, this is like, you know, like Skynet, Terminator,
It
man.
is, man.
Because it keeps
Taking over.
Right, and whatever is being fed into it, you know, the logical conclusion. You know, it's just like if you did nothing but looked at, if you fed your eyes with nothing but like crime scene footage or auto accidents or something like that, eventually that stuff wouldn't bother you at all. You know what I mean? It just would become part of your language.
Yeah.
That's proven. I mean, that's so.
It's all part of the desensitizing.
Right. Exactly. So we're getting so numb about this, but I mean, it's the constant barrage of the sameness, the same news all the time. It's like, you know, I don't care about that, you know, because it's like you would, if you watched it, you would think that was all
That was all that was in the world.
was all that was in the world.
And you could be watching this.
Right.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Where did we go?
That's people come to us for an escape. Yeah. They come to us to escape all this bull
Malarkeys.
that we're talking about. We didn't
Yeah.
even turn the rant clock
We did
over
not.
on that one.
What is up with the day,
I'm
man?
just saying it's just scary.
It's old man day.
It's
I think it's
scary.
just grumpy old man day. Yeah. But we had Isaac. He brought life.
That's right.
Fresh excitement, young energy.
Yes. Okay. Let's take it home, Monty.
We better
Yeah.
get on out.
See y'all next time.